Well, you're looking at Camp Bowie Boulevard, or what Linda likes to call Camp Bowie, and we're headed to Louisville. So after I was released, I was asked to go to Louisville court to show the receipt and everything for the payment of the unpaid traffic ticket. Now, I guess it's the opposite of that. So whoever it was that anonymously paid for the ticket, I do appreciate it. I'll find you and I will thank you to the bottom of my heart, whoever it is. I have some theories, but I don't know who it is yet. But whoever it was that paid for it, God bless you, and please have a happy Thanksgiving and a good Christmas and a happy New Year. You're truly a caring and giving and kind person. Thank you. All right, and then after that, we'll try to make our way back to the Texas Motor Speedway. There's the famous Ridgely off of Camp Bowie. Well, there's a side view of my hometown, Fort Worth. We're on 30, about to get on 35. There's the old post office, a train. Those are actually apartments right there, the balconies. Right by the Omni Hotel. One of the police asked me last night, when I was being processed in the jail before I was released, he asked me, you know, the important questions, and one of the last questions he asked is, do you have anything to hope for? Which I thought was an important question. I told him, of course I do. It was an interesting question, and I didn't, threw me off guard. They actually asked that. Because, you know, they ask you, you know, questions about your well-being and emotional state and stuff like that. But one of the last questions was, do you have anything to hope for? I think they should keep that question. It's a good question. Because that's one of the most important questions that we have to ask ourselves. Do we have anything to hope for? The answer is yes. Hope is really all you have to go on. It goes for all of us in every situation. It doesn't matter. The most rich person in the world or the most poor, they still have to have hope. So as we know, there's faith, hope, and love. And the most important of these is love. That's what Paul wrote about. Which is also charity, which a lot of us can be a part of. It's an important aspect of life coming up in the holidays. But love is part of that. And it's the most important of the three. Of faith, hope, and love. It's the most important. That's what God wants us to focus on. Our love and His love, which come together. Well, speaking of charity, they accidentally prepaid my pump for $40, which was supposed to be for this lady. So I went over about $5 and thought, oh my goodness. Then I had to go back in and pay her back the $5 because they switched the pumps. So I was actually, the two pumps got switched around, but I was able to pay her, so she was able to get her worth of gas. I had to pay her $5 because I went over $5 thinking, why didn't it stop? Because it was prepaid for $15. and the two pumps switched. So I was able to figure it out. We made it like a deal at the counter. I said, "Oh, I'll just pay $5 to you on your gas." So I guess today, well, that's not really charity. That's just, but I could have just jetted and left her there. But so she got the gas that she needed. She was only trying to get 20, but it was prepaid for 40. I guess she prepaid it for 40. I don't really know why she was doing that. I don't know. Anyway, but we got it figured out. So basically the two pumps got switched. Mine said prepaid 40 when it should have said prepaid 15. And I guess, I don't know what hers said. I put 20 in there and stopped and realized, wait a minute, and went in and talked to the attendant and then put 5 on hers to make up for the amount that went over. It's very strange, but anyway. Says it was maybe, this plaque was established in 1989. It's the Louisville Municipal Center. It's where they hold the courts, traffic tickets and things like that. So I went by and talked to them, and I guess since it's been less than 24 hours, I'm gonna have to come back. They said I can call in a couple of weeks. So she doesn't have anything in the system yet, so we'll find out. Well, it's been a while since I've worked Louisville and Flower Mound, so probably gonna spin around and get this Logan's restaurant pickup, and we'll drop it off at your door. So it's actually called Logus Island. For some reason I thought it was Logan's. I'm thinking of Logan's Run, the sci-fi film. Logus Island. We're spinning around here to pick it up. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're headed into Irving, and since it's about a little bit after lunch or going into lag time, I'm just gonna leave it on, and then I'll see if I can go into Southlake. Well, it looks like the rain picked up. Oh, by the way, this is I think it's called Pho One. They're a Vietnamese restaurant out in Louisville, so it's going out to Irving. All right, so we got that one out of the way. They turn the water off for a little bit, but I don't know, maybe not. It's kind of odd. Man, this is a classic right here, for sure. Thank you. Alright, got that one down. So I'd see this four-way stop almost every day, headed to work at the bank right here in Irving when I was with Angel and the 3 kids. Well, I wasn't with Gwendolyn for too long, but David and Elizabeth and Angel. This was the four-way stop. Right before that fire department right there, which is Irving Fire Department, and on the other side, behind that was where we lived. Oh, looks like they missed me. You ever get a chance, try out their country fried chicken or even their country fried steak. Pretty good. Right here in Irving. Right by Beltline and Walnut Hill Lane. And that's where we lived. Eventually with David, Elizabeth, and Gwendolyn and Angel. And this was the first place that Angel and I decided to get. It was called Steeplechase. Now it's called Asher Park. That's where 2 of my children were conceived. Most likely, David and Elizabeth. Gwendolyn was most likely conceived down the road on a street called West Rochelle in a rental house. But both the kids were conceived there, right off Walnut Hill Lane. True story. These actually used to be called the Apple, and now they're called Rustic Ridge, Walnut Hill. Wherever I go in life, I'll always remember these 2 apartment complexes. Well, we're leaving Irving and headed to Southlake, the second part of the shift. Well, today we're going with Subway. It's November 2nd, and got a couple of cucumbers on the sandwich. Got a turkey with, I think I went with pepper jack. That's what it looks like. And that's pretty much dinner. Well, you know, gonna finish it up here, but that's what I'm having for dinner. So they're having a Veterans Day celebration, November 11th, about 11 a.m. This is right in Roanoke. Actually, I'm sorry, this is Trophy Club. TC is Trophy Club. Right next to Roanoke. Well, we're picking up some Panera bread and it's still raining. We're in Roanoke right now. In many cases, this bridge or this underpass is blocked off when it's raining, so it takes time. Depending on how bad it gets right here. It's looking okay right now.
To people ordering food through these apps is this. Workers are often pulling 12, 13, 14-hour shifts for maybe $200 or $300 a night. He says they're moving as fast as they can.
They calling you and they texting you, where is my food? And then
KERA radio show about delivery. Birds of SH-114. I may be going here tomorrow before I start my shift because my hair is getting a little shaggy. About 7:15, I had the next one. Got caught in a little whirlwind there. All right, so we're back on SH-114 and headed back to Buc-ee's.